Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be jumping in the Ruby Basin, going to be taking out our first real mixed load. I mean, obviously we run some lumber and some beams together there, and that's kind of a mixed cargo, but this one kind of our true first mixed load. So we do have the iron, raw iron there, and then we did pick up a couple of the large coal gondolas or hopper gondolas, large high-sided gondolas, however you want to say it, whatever. But we got a couple of the big hoppers, so those are going to hold 22 of the coal, and with the coal mine full, it's just kind of time to start pushing that down the line. So we did get the what do we get hooked up? We got the ironworks hooked up, so we will be running out there for our first load. Going to get that started with a few raw iron and coal. Obviously not a huge load there, but at this point we don't really have any money. I think we're down to like 400. We'll take a peek there quick. Yeah, $400 after buying the big gondolas there, so we just don't have a heck of a lot of money. Or we'd probably be picking up a couple more cars. We could break up a couple of the other trains, but we want to keep all that stuff separate. I'd rather have, stacks being loaded and stuck in holdings and stuff like that. So whatever, we're going to start using yards, start having multiple stacks. Obviously we'll have to buy a few more cars. Now our locos are getting a little more powerful. We can kind of handle mixing things up and going for a little bigger loads and whatnot. So that's kind of the goal there. Did get in some decoration and some signage. Not a ton of signage yet, not a ton of decoration yet, but we did get a little bit in out at the smelter, so we'll see those on the drop here coming up today. Just getting in some starting decoration stuff. Hardly ever get around to that, just keep trying to lay layouts most of the time, or with the new maps and all of that we've had figured out. So it's kind of cool to have this time having a little bit of time to do that. We'll get a chance to relay and smooth out some of the features in this new stop with the new tools that are coming. Boy, we're just cruising right along. But we have got in a few things. Did put in a shed down at the sawmill. Not sure if we'll see that in today's episode or not as we go cruising by there. Classic little roundhouse set up there. Working well. We flipped the switch on the way in. No, we didn't. No, we did not. Why? What? Probably flipped the wrong switch. I bet you I flipped that one on the way. Oh, that was... No. Whatever. We need them both flipped the other way, so probably flipped the wrong one on the way by here. Wouldn't have helped a bit. Get up in there. Alright, there we go. Whatever. Good brakes. Saves the day. No big deal. There we go. We're definitely on the right rail now. So there we go, mixed load moving down the track. It's kind of nice. I'm debating. I don't know whether I should throw just... I mean, they're tier 2 cars either way, whether it's beams or what we take. Beams or lumber. But we be able to throw more on there, more iron. I'm not exactly sure what'll mix with this. Thinking about picking up just more hopper cars, but then right now we're kind of at that stage where we're removing a lot of tier 2 stuff all the time. I mean, this is where everything is like, everything wants wood, so lumber, beams, that kind of stuff. Here's one of the things we have kind of gotten in, just the start of like what's an old little station stop here on the old siding. It doesn't really get used much anymore, is kind of the deal there. But there nonetheless, just kind of getting going. Probably stick some more stuff in there. It's kind of like the story that it goes with the old wheat farm there that's kind of just been left, doesn't get a lot of business, I guess. People still use it on occasion, but not a lot. You know, that's kind of the story there. So, yeah. I'm sure more stuff will get put in there. It's just something I kind of started to put a little something alongside the edge of the track. Same reason this thing's staying out there, just like the red barns off in the distance. Looks good. Kind of nice having it there. So keeping it there. This is kind of like last chance bridge. This is where you better start braking for the downhill or you're going to start getting too much speed. So we will go in accordance with that and start stepping on some brake. Nice to be running the Ruby Basin. Obviously, it's one of my favorite locomotives in the game. Arguably right up there with my favorite locomotive in the game. It's one of the best I find in the entire game. Thing is fast. It's not super expensive. It's at a decently manageable to get to, easy enough to get to tier as far as I'm concerned. Probably a little too easy for what it is. Great locomotive. Certainly gives you the confidence to get things done on the railroad. We definitely know we can step up a few more cars now with the Ruby Basin and get the stuff there in a timely fashion. Heisler and it are really close on tractive effort, but when it comes down to actual, like, out in the field operation, Ruby Basin, you know, hard to argue that it's not a lot easier to use. Heisler's great, a little on the slow side. And then the Ruby Basin's got the advantage of coal, so nice long burning there. And I personally just think it looks super cool. I would love to be able to get rid of that cow catcher on the back, but it is what it is. Uh-oh. We gotta check switch up here. I am not exactly sure. Okay, we're good. Good to go. Alright, now we can actually get on the hammer here for a second. See what we can get this thing up to. Let her run. Not that that's going to be top speed for the loco, but it's definitely going to turn around and see what it's got in it. Nice long flat with a little bit of grade to get going. Oh, there's the shed. You actually can see the shed. Yeah, from this rail. Sure. So we did put the shed over the holding there for our yarder. Just messing around, not sure again if that one's permanent or not, but the layout now definitely is locked in the track there, so it's time to start decorating that. One thing I really don't intend to decorate things until things get locked in. So as you see track really get locked in, I guess I did a little different up here at the smelter this time, or not the smelter, excuse me, but the ironworks this time, and I did actually start throwing some decoration in where I just laid that track, and it might actually get totally ripped up, so I don't know, but then I'm probably not necessarily the go-to decor guy, but putting in a few things here and there on this one. Alright, let's give it a little more oomph. Keep climbing the hill, we're cool, dumping a little bit of speed. We don't need to be going all nuts, but let's go. Probably gonna have to throw another scoop of coal in this. In there. 14%. We probably didn't actually. Probably had enough to make it, but no point in burning out. Plus, I think we actually have a couple of loads to run with this setup. Might turn around and pull these 4 off of here and put them with the other 4 so we can start bringing some wood up here and more of the rails faster too. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna go about doing that just yet. Really just turned around and had enough money for the coal mine was full, right? And it was one of those like, all right, either we're stopped and backfilling stuff or we got to start taking stuff to the depot, or we might as well. We could have used the mogul, I suppose, and brought it out with the iron cars, but I'm really trying to keep iron and coal in separate cars this time. Not that it really would matter, I suppose, but I suppose this actually is going to take some effort. This is not a super light train, I guess. Nothing on it's really light. Just assuming that Ruby Basin's going to pound its way through everything, it probably shouldn't do that. It's actually not going super fast, and we're actually having to give it some juice, so. Pick up any speed here if that gives us the opinion we can add more weight or not. I'm just assuming that Ruby Basin's going to do everything. I guess it shouldn't. It's not exactly the class 125, so. Class 125 definitely do more. I think we could add some to this though. We could probably add some a few more iron cars on there or something. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see. As you start mixing load, you just never know. But then I'm not sure. I don't know. We got to pick up, obviously, something for just straight up coal, and that's going to be a thing. Just don't have the money for another loco right this minute. Obviously, $400, we got a ways to go, so we had to move the chain along to make some more money. Really don't want to fill up the smelter with iron just yet, so that I like to keep some wiggle room there in case we do need money. We can always run those loads over, so just kind of building with what we have. Of course, in no hurry, you know, that's the thing. Might just start sticking out little stacks of cars everywhere and picking up what we need as we go along, you know, running mixed trades through chains instead of running everything so unit trained. Alright, that's gonna dump us off to the smelter, or ironworks. I'm gonna say that 100 times, smelter. Ironworks. I at one point was thinking about putting the smelter over here, so it's gonna mess with me a lot. Whistle, as you can see, we did put in water tower, woodrick over there, nothing special. A couple little buildings over here, a little crossing. You know, figured we'd leave some residence for the ironworks workers. Ironworks. That is, we need lumber. Alright, we'll just have to see how everything lines up here. What we're going to have to drop first. Probably going to have to actually do some train stoppage on this one. Don't want to really just go throwing all the stuff around either. We'd like to get it actually delivered. So, not going to mess around too crazy with this one. And make sure that we're getting paid. Sweet. These should actually pay pretty good, one would think. Now, do we dare try to unload that, or do we pull it forward? Let's go for it. Okay, they're stacking. We're good. Nice. Alright, we got everything there. Yeah, so we picked up, wrong wood, picked up what, 700 bucks? 720 bucks or something already. That was half the train, so yeah, I mean, this one's going to pay over $1,000, which is always kind of the nice target zone. Like delivering over 1,000. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get them all lined up. So, let's just go do this one. Again, we want to make sure we actually get paid for these. We are right now in a money crunch. So, one way or another right now. We definitely need the money for stuff. Whether it's more of these or more of those or a new loco, we need all of the above. So not messing around. But these ones definitely are going to start contributing. I mean, for 2 cars, you know, that's a good chunk of change. The 4 on the back are just kind of a little side bonus, I guess. But the those big gondolas are definitely going to pay. Alright, kill that there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, 1,400 bucks already. I'm liking it. And these are just going to tack on a little tip. Nothing big there, but, you know, the gondolas are definitely helping the load. So running the mixed load there, paying off $1,400 or so. And there again, you got the crossing. This is, you know, walk to work for the guys there. Firing up the ironworks. We had to get some workers out here and get things going as we were going to start stockpiling stuff. So, you know, somebody's got to be here to turn the lights on. Built up a little home. Crossings just for fun. And then a little bit of outside storage. Did prop this one up a little bit with the deck, which gave us the ability to have a little chair. So I think with that one, we're going to turn around, probably take a seat here and have lunch. So call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.